Tens of thousands descend upon D.C. for a Defeat the Mandate's medical freedom rally. While most mainstream media ignored the event altogether, some chose to misrepresent it. Bringing you what's ignored, sensationalized, unbalanced, misleading, or just plain false. Here's your media malfeasance for the final week of January. Washington Post leads with the sensational term anti-vaccine activists. Never mind that it is in no way accurate in describing the rally. A prominent vaccine developer was among the speakers, and many have exhaustively repeated that they're pro-vaccine, just anti-mandate. But who expects accuracy from legacy media anymore? Other outlets zeroed in on less than 2 minutes of a 25-minute speech given by Robert F. Kennedy Jr. CNN misrepresented the point RFK Jr. was making about seeing the warning signs of authoritarian rule that inspired segregation, discrimination, and ultimately death leading up to the Holocaust. Just the mere mention of Anne Frank earns RFK Jr. the label anti-Semite, according to CNN. But it was always okay to make Hitler and Nazi Germany references when it was this guy at the helm.
So when people ask why you support Donald Trump, you just tell them.
He's going to take our economy from here to here. I like that.
All of the feigned outrage was to distract from the 2.5 hours of other info-packed testimonies preceding the RFK Jr. speech. So what's an actual Holocaust survivor have to say about totalitarian measures surrounding the jab mandates?
So my question is, if these injections don't prevent infection or transmission, why then are the vaccinated special? They're allowed to do they have all kinds of freedom, which the government allows them from time to time, right? They still have to wear masks. But the unvaccinated are being vilified as the Jews were in the 1930s and 40s. What's the difference?
Also this week, CBS actually asks a decent question of its panel, who feels they are better off with Biden than they were with Trump? But perhaps they didn't expect this response.
No one believes we're in a better spot now.
Unfortunately, I don't think that our public servants are they're kind of on a lag with the science. I was not vaxxed, had COVID. I didn't even know I had it. I had the sniffles for 2 days and body aches. And if I hadn't lost my sense of smell, I wouldn't have known the difference.
Turning now to someone who doesn't like questions.
You're a stupid son of a bitch.
Yes, President Biden calls a reporter a stupid
Son of a bitch.
for asking about inflation. Kelly O'Donnell of NBC News plays cover.
It's on the subject of the event, which was related to the economy. So Peter Doocy of Fox asked about inflation and got that insulting response in front of a microphone and an audience.
So Biden was upset. The reporter wasn't staying on topic. They were talking about the economy, and Doocy dared to ask about inflation. Right, the rising cost of goods and services for all Americans, that has nothing to do with the economy. No wonder he called a member of the media a stupid SOB. Who's the bully now? MSNBC's Tiffany Cross takes it beyond bullying and just jumps to inciting violence.
It is indeed a war, and I have to say they have won some battles, Jasmine, but we have to keep our eye on the war, and everybody needs to pick up a weapon and get involved.
And here's one for the misinfo police. Germany has to acknowledge its pandemic of the unvaccinated narrative is fake news. But the health minister says it was just a computer glitch. An investigation from area newspapers there found that Hamburg's social services department's numbers were skewed. In most cases, they didn't know who was vaxxed or not. That didn't stop them from classifying all unknown vax statuses as unvaccinated. And you would think a cop killer would make headline news, but most of the media are ignoring the alleged shooting of Harris County Constable Charles Galloway during a traffic stop. Why isn't MSM interested? Could it be that the one facing capital murder charges is an illegal immigrant? The PR machine for the administration wouldn't want to draw any more attention to the border crisis or the violence and ramifications that come with it. Now, would they? And that's your media malfeasance for the week. For KLIM.News, I'm Kristi Leigh.